what's going on. You must have forgot how you did me wrong. One of us wrong. I got the X-ray vision. I got the X, I got the X. See right through all these bitches. Move to the left, move to the left. I got the X-ray vision. I got the X, I got the X. Maybe you thought you won, but I'm still undefeated. Win alike. Stay win alike. Keep grinning like. All up in a lie. All up in a lie. Last I heard, you were chasing everything you thought you deserved. Living life like you'd rather be seen than heard. Playing with them matches till someone gets burnt. Lessons get learned. Now you calling my phone. Last time we spoke, you were saying so long. Now you're hitting me up like what's going on. You must have forgot how you did me wrong. One of us wrong. I got the X-ray vision. I got the X, I got the X. See right through all these bitches. Move to the left, move to the left. I got the X-ray vision. I got the X, I got the X. Maybe you thought you won, but I'm still undefeated. Win alike. Stay win alike. Keep grinning like. All up in a lie. All up in a lie. But I'm still undefeated.
Alright, good evening guys, and welcome back to the Collegiate Star League. We are on Map 2 to continue on the East versus West Coast battle of Worcester versus UC Davis. We are on Cobblestone after a quick 16-3 by UC Davis, completely just dominating over Worcester, and well, we'll see if they can retaliate here on Cobblestone. A completely different style of map. That plays to a just completely different style of play as well. So definitely could see a different game at hand. But regardless, knife round's going live. I'm just gonna attend to my cat who wants to join the stream. He's a pretty good caster. I'd say he's 6 out of 10 could really work on his enunciation. But I'm just gonna go mute him for the stream. Right back.
Hey, on the bright side. Looks like CSGO could win the knife round. That's a round, right? Does that count? Well, it looks like Joey's gone to take care of his cat. So, off to the pistol round.
Priorities.
Yeah, Joey, we've seen this map go both T and CT sided. When it came to two teams that were prepared and playing at a high level, we've seen it tilt a little bit more to the CT side because they know how to fend off the T side pushes. But in this case, honestly, whatever side the terrorists are on, so whatever side the UC Davis team is on, which is terrorist side, I think that side is just going to dominate.
Yeah, I'm going to have to great fast drop control going in play Fako, at least able to get one kill, but CK and Squeaks completely just dropping them. They're actually able to trade pretty effectively, and now it's just Pride here from the rotate, so a quick push there from drop. They're able to actually win that round, so complete retaliation by UC Davis, and they were, it looked like they were, not in the driver's seat quite off the bat, but were able to just completely surround the CTs. They couldn't handle the multiple angles they were getting aggressed from, and yeah, just a quick takeover of that B site. So actually pretty standard play for Cobblestone. A lot of people do favor that B site on pistol. So they're not messing around with any anti-meta strats. They're just going for what works, playing their own game and doing it effectively at that. So Another rush, anti-eco play. They're just going to fall right into the CZ, unable to do anything in the hands of Geo, and Horse is well going down. So now just the drop player has to try and scramble, unable to do anything with the 5-7. He even lit CK down to 5 HP, and he'll be able to get out of there alive. So yeah, it's just pretty much a cleanup at the very least, getting 1 kill. Ride with the 5-7, and he'll switch up his angle. Can't find more than that, and yeah, just a pretty standard cleanup. All SMGs actually across the board, so they're just trying to build up that bank as quickly as possible, and Goku going for the JW play.
Yeah.
The only map you ever see this gun on, really.
Honestly, I think UC Davis is showing very little respect to the other team. I mean, after that first game, they realized, hey, we're just better. Like we aim better. Let's just run out and shoot off their heads. And that's exactly kind of what they're doing. US Goat's gonna respond by all 5 pushing mid. They're saying, hey, we can't hold sites by ourselves. Let's just go all 5 push mid. We have pistols. That's exactly what they did. B site for free though. And it's going to be another round for UC Davis.
Yeah, very thorough as well, Matthew. Clearing out the coop. So there's no shenanigans coming into play, and just a pretty standard cleanup. Squeak's actually pulling out his USP to get that 4K. He's looking for the ace in the round. Only been dropped down to 65 HP, so definitely everything working in favor of UC Davis. Not even losing armor in these rounds, which is going to give him so much money coming into this buy round. Over 7K on Squeaks on round 2. So this guy's going to be just completely rolling in dough when it comes to the buy round. Yeah, over 10K. Jeez. Yeah, that's definitely over 9,000, and that's going to be more than enough to buy whatever they want. Wouldn't be surprised to see a Nigep. No, I think they have at least a little more respect than that.
I mean, we'll see, but honestly, they're just going to go for another fast play. I don't even think they're going to run defaults. I think they're just going to run into the site again, barrage of flashes and take another aim duel. Yeah, that's exactly what it kind of looks like they're doing. Just going to run over, throw some quick smokes over, and they're going to see what picks they can get. But it looks like Goats. This Geo guy, he's in a good spot. My tree doesn't get the first kill though, so that they know exactly where he is. And it looks like another just full-on aim duel that they're gonna win over on this B site, as expected.
Geo only getting the 1 kill, pretty much for his team, putting Moth in a situation where he has to get a 4K. So far away as well, and now CK pushed up in a really unassuming angle as well, especially when there's a T spamming. If he pushes through, he's falling into the blunder. He's aware of it. He knows he's fighting against all odds just to save this weapon, and I think he's even being shot at from mid. So the mid player, Ecstasy, just kind of shot one up the hill, and yeah, it's just gonna go very clearly in favor of UC Davis. Definitely a strong start, exactly what you'd expect to see from them. And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? They're winning the aim battles. There's no reason to switch up your strategies when it's working. And yeah, they don't need to change this aggression at all. Obviously, they're gonna mix up towards the A site this time, not be too predictable. They don't want to fall into an obvious stack. And well, CTs haven't switched up at all. They're still sending 2 towards A halls. And Moth, he's got the right timing. He's able to find the first shot. Can he find a second? Nice double kill by Moth. And at the very least, they're going to get traded. And Goku pushes and drop, gets that sawed-off kill. And now they have to be aware of him. So even though Bomb's down here, of course, he has to be aware from his backside as well. So can he win this aim battle? Pride actually able to win that as well. So looks like this forced buy might be working out for them. That 2-hall play definitely getting punished right now. They got the better of UC Davis in that situation. They went a little too aggro and fell right into the pistols. So, well, now it's all up to Matthew. He is able to find that first kill. He has the bomb in his possession as well with 50 seconds on the clock. So he can do whatever he wants, and he probably has no idea he's getting stalked by Pride either. And I think he heard him run away, but he's not reacting at all. So obviously he didn't from his end. And that's going to allow this easy bomb plant for Matthew. And yeah, even when they have everything in the palm of their hands, literally the bomb in their possession, they still bring it back down to a 1-on-1. So definitely just showing the perseverance here out of Davis.
Wow, first the cat and now the phone. How many casters you got there? You got like a tri-cast going on over there.
Yeah, well, I got backups. I'm sick, so you got to be prepared for everything. And Pride, unable to win that situation, walks right into the hands of Matthew, and 5-0 now lead for Davis. And yeah, I got to have as much backup as possible because
Fair enough.
I'm from a big family, so I'm used to having that big support group. And
Okay, all right.
yeah, I just got.
I'll be here for you.
Thank you. Okay. You know what? I turned my phone off. I'm ready now. I have will. I've been waiting for those words my whole life. Now I have will support. So does that mean you're gonna help me start my first team, Will? You're gonna train me? No, not quite. Okay.
So you see Davis getting plat control yet again. Horse is gonna be playing under plat. Doesn't actually kill the guy. That should never happen. So Goku literally jumped down a plat and killed the guy under plat. The guy who was chicken and the guy who was fountain definitely should have gotten that kill way before Goku dropped. So you see maybe a lack of coordination going on. It looks like just a massive duel going on here on the plat side.
Ooh,
Like Pride is gonna win out on these duels.
I see you. Pride. That was sick.
Davis showing a little bit too much disrespect. I mean, Goku literally went from drop and didn't check. I don't even know if he checked any angles, but he literally just went straight down without any backup whatsoever. And somehow the CTs didn't spot him jumping down. The guy under, it's not his fault at all, especially if you have a guy chicken and if you have a guy rock. So a little bit sloppiness coming there from UC Davis. Maybe they should show a little bit more respect because they are out of money. And just kind of confusing smoke there from Faco. Just smokes himself out and drop, but it doesn't really. So we'll see how this default plays out.
Yeah, they're a lot more spread out this time around. Faco, he's going to be trying to see if he can spot Ecstasy. He's just kind of pre-firing the common angles and drop. See if he can get anything, but they're definitely going for the more passive play now. Boosting up towards tree again, Geo. He was successful last time. Unfortunately, wasn't even able to get the kill until he dropped down, but at the very least gaining a lot of information. Goku just taking the outright peek. Ecstasy as well from drop. So that's a lot of map control established as well. So CTs, fortunately, have completely rotated towards the site, and, well, unfortunately for them, they've rotated at the wrong time. So smoke coming out. Pride, he will actually spot the wood player before he crosses. So he will be aware of this, and this Molotov flub actually could be huge for him, but he's not really going to take advantage of it necessarily. They actually think the Molotov was successful, CK not even spotting it all towards balcony. And Pride just going for these quick scopes, unable to find anything, but Geo with the fast rotate catches off the bottom planner off guard, and actually lights the second opponent as well, so this is definitely a doable retake, but Pride with the op, not the best gun for the situation. That's going to be all in the hands of Mott. They're completely unaware of his position. He's able to get the first spray, last key behind SWAT, and he gets it with 20 HP remaining. So they are definitely not down and out. Luster clawing back in, and like you said, that's not good for UC Davis's money. Fortunately, they will be able to at least get a Galil or two on two of the T's and a full buy across the rest.
Yeah, they're
getting
gonna
that
force.
Yeah, that bomb plant definitely allowed them to get this buy off. Otherwise, it would have been a lot shakier, a lot less utilities. A lot more Galils across the board, and yeah, so we're seeing those two P90s, even the Deke from Squeak, so not even a full commit on the buy, 3 of them with about 1k on average, so they're just going for the kind of, it's still a full buy, but not full rifles, but nonetheless, still very good weapons for a map like Cobblestone. Cobble's one of those maps where every weapon's viable to a certain extent, and Matthew with that first pick, down, drop with the P90, Goku able to find when he's on the complete flank of the CTs. They just can't handle these multiple angles, especially when they lose one position, it just dominoes, and they're unable to recover from it. So, yeah, the only time they really recovered was the previous round where their opper is able to do a lot of work, whether it was Pride or in the previous round it was the rifle, at least stopping that B plat push. But once they get over that barrier, they have so many angles to work with that the CTs are basically cowering in a corner, hoping not to get pushed from their flank, in which case they're getting just that. The P90 from drop flanking the CTs on site, and they're unable to just handle this aggression.
Yep. And looks like we got a player talking about rates, tick rates, when it is actually 128 tick.
I was gonna say that face when your net graph glitches because you alt tab, but
no, we're at 128 tick, and
yeah.
Even if we were at 64 tick, both teams would be at 64 tick. On top of that, UC Davis has a ping disadvantage, so I'm not sure exactly what the face of that complaint is. Regardless, the GOATs, they do like a semi-buy behind the 2 rifle save, and it looks like they want to play aggressive. They jump up on the smoke, but they get completely spammed through. And that's 2 early picks again. It looks like UC Davis really favoring this no respect style.
Yeah, definitely. And it's kind of just leaving Pride alone. Forced to save, go for these exit picks yet again. No kit, no armor either. Actually, just a P90. He's at least able to swap out for a rifle. Definitely like to save this, but at this point it really is... it's really starting to fall apart for them. Obviously, we have seen in CSL it be a little CT-sided. A lot of people call this map one of the more T-sided as far as overall Counter-Strike goes, and more generally speaking, the pro bracket, or the pro teams. And maybe we'll see that. Probably unlikely. It probably is still a little more CT-sided with the teams here in CSL. Just based off our past experiences, obviously a lot of classic games here at CSL have been played on Cobblestone. They will be going for this boost this time, but fast T aggression, they're just going to catch him off guard. Goku getting the double kill on drop and completely obliterating that defense. Now they've found the site. Horse only got the 1 kill before going down, but at the very least, Moth yet again put in this situation where he has to play the 1vx, and he finds the kill. He's always able to find this kill on the rotate. They try and catch him off guard, but he's generally 1 step ahead, and unfortunately he's not the man playing the A site, unable to flex his muscles, and again, just another clean B site take. Anytime they've gone A, it was a near loss, right? They fell right into the hand of that pistol buy, and since then they've really not even messed with it.
Yeah, I mean, there's going to be more clean rounds coming in from UC Davis, but this should be another clean round since the CS GOATs are on an eco. Just to remind you guys, this is the last game of round of 32, and it looks like the round of 16 is really starting to shape up. I mean, when we had the regular season, there were 80 teams, and there were obviously some teams above tier, above others. But then, even in the round of 32, you saw a huge skill disparity sometimes. But round of 16, it's actually starting to, shape up.
He just literally ran by himself. So he ran so fast that Force actually rotated and caught his team off guard because he was that far ahead. And almost getting punished for it, obviously. Not a big deal for his team, but in this case it may just be Moth, only 20 HP, was able to pick up the AK-47, but no armor, so 1 bullet and that's going to be it for him. But he might actually catch him off guard, but no, Goku is prepared for it. He will not fall for that trick, and a 9th round now for UC Davis. So yeah, Goku literally just dropped straight off plat, ran as fast as possible to connector, and was almost at A site by the time his team even was starting to execute on the B. Obviously, he turned around, went for connector, got the pick in there, and was able to wrap back around, but in the meantime, one of the CTs from drop zone was able to actually catch off multiple terrorists as they were coming off the plat. And, yeah, that's just that all-out scrim aggression out of Goku. Definitely no respect in that sense that he knows he can just run out and take these fools. So, again, UC Davis up 7 rounds on the T side of Cobble, and no end in sight really now for Worcester.
Yeah, Goats, Geo, he's in a great position though. He actually lets the first one go by. He's biding his time. How many kills can he get? He needs to get at least 2. Okay, there you go, gets 2. So, puts his team on a 4v2 situation now. Squeaks, he has to come up huge and he's not going to be able to. So, Goats with that 3rd round. And a little bit sloppy on Davis's part for not checking that angle, and they get punished for it.
Yeah, not that Squeaks was really acclimated to win that round necessarily, but that quick switch is definitely a bad habit. It's a little, it's kind of a bad habit that you acquire from being an opper. After most kills, you're going to quick switch. After every shot, in fact, you're going to quick switch, get rid of the scope. So he quick switched with that rifle in the 1-on-4. So obviously he wasn't really set up to win the round regardless, but it's those small details that, you know, even the best players in the world still do. So not a huge deal, but can catch you off guard. And Goku again, just straight out, right towards Dwayne Johnson, unable to find more than the one, but fortunately for him, CK's here, and Geo, nice, again, this man is coming up from when his team really needs him, and he's always playing these really off angles, and Matthew now knows of his position. He can completely spam him down, and this is so doable now. Matthew with the second kill, and he wins it on the 1-on-3. UC Davis, again, just time and time again, winning these rounds, whether they're in favor or it's completely against them, they're able to find it, and yeah, that was definitely just individual peaks coming out of the CSGO. It's really no reason to commit like that. They probably felt like they had the win in their hand, and, well, as soon as the Geo gets dropped to 20 HP, he's got to be shouting to his team not to peek. Like, guys, stay alive, please. I'm lit. Like, I'm stuck in Coop with 20 HP, and I can't win this 1v1. And fortunately, he's unable to. Goku again with just the brutal aggression. Gets the 2 max 10 kills and drop. They knew they were going against a save, so he's just gonna rack up the money that, you know, potentially his team could need. Obviously, they're gonna come out of here with 4 rifles, so it's not gonna be that big of a deal, but it will actually give them an option to op, but I doubt they will. They don't really need to play that pick style on Cobble, really. And yeah, he's gonna go for it anyway. He's like, screw it, whatever. Like, I have the money for it. May as well buy an op. Have fun. Play Duck Hunt.
Yeah. Well, as we finish up this round again, this is the last game of round of 32, and it looks like all the teams are starting to shape up, except for University of Arizona because they have Travis, no Kappa. But anyways, back to the cast.
Yeah,
yeah.
Trying to save my boy. But yeah, it's at least, you know, we're seeing Worcester getting a favorable trade. They have the health advantage. For, you know, the first time in quite a bit of rounds. They obviously did 2 rounds previously, and Matthew, just pure superstar skill out of that man, was able to win that 1-on-3, and, well, they're down again. 1-man advantage. Squeaks here on the flank as well from drop, so he's going to completely catch Moth off guard, and he's going to get a double kill, so, well, actually, CK will finish off the round. 12-3 in favor of Davis. Very reminiscent of the cash half. They were able to score 12 rounds as well, and it's definitely, it's looking like a lights out situation. Nonetheless, you still gotta have hope. This is for the playoffs. There's a lot on the line for these guys. Top 2 teams gotta go play at LAN, at DreamHack. Money's on the line. Pride on the line. They've worked all the way. They've worked for weeks. 14 weeks of group stages. Playing all the teams. All 300 teams. No.
like
all 128, but, you know, this is the game that matters, right? This is what you've worked for. So, you know, even if you're unfavorable, anything can happen. And Faco, he's going to chime in. He believes in the dream. Gets that first entry kill, and they're actually looking like they want to split A, but they haven't really decided, so at least they're going to commit. Bomb is going to wrap its way towards, and now it's all up to Squeaks. He's the sight man. Can he find more than one? He finds the first with the P2K. He's looking for the spray. Only 8 bullets left in the clip. Can he find a second one? 3 bullets, and he finally goes down, so it's still a 3-on-3. Goku on the fast rotate, able to find one. But I don't know if Moth is going to expect them so close right now, and Goku able to find another. Now it's all down to Moth with the Tech 9. Goku has to finally reload, gets punished for it, and Matthew, he's on site, sticks the bomb, no time, so he has to go for this fake. Obviously no kit to really stick it, And yeah, now it's going to be Moss running away, and he still wins the aim battle. Matthew getting that 13th round for UC Davis, winning the important pistol round, and that's going to crush all hopes and dreams of the Worcester fans. So looked like they had that round going in their favor, and it still seemed like they were a little bit scrambled on what exactly they wanted to do. One of the two players in connector getting caught off guard from the B rotate, and they're unable to really do much with it.
Yeah, I mean, you could see a very clear difference in skill level. I mean, you just saw how hesitant they were once they got into the drop area, but then you also saw Moth right there. He saw the other guy was off the bomb, and then literally just like kept peeking. Because at that point, all you need to do is hide, wait for the guy to tap the bomb again. But I mean, you just see the massive difference in skill level.
Yeah, it definitely is a difference of experience, right? Some players have played at this high level quite a bit, and most importantly, just raw skill. So UC Davis going to get that 14th round as well, and it looks like they're pretty much solidified now. They're the last team to make it to the RO16, and it's starting to look pretty stacked. I was just checking out the bracket earlier. Lots of good teams. Well, expected teams to make it through, and kind of some sleepers as well. Looks like kind of some dark horses made it through.
Yeah, finally we're starting to see the round of 16 look pretty good for both sides of the bracket, and I mean minus Arizona obviously.
Oh my God! What am I watching? This isn't Counter-Strike. That was Assassin's Creed. He got literally on top of his head. It was just a totem pole of CS players. I don't know what's happening. No comment. Let's just move it along. Let's pretend that didn't happen.
Yeah,
Nova's coming out. Sawed-offs.
Sawed-offs.
You know the dream's alive when you have two sawed-offs.
That's when you know the dream's dead. Okay, it's dead, buried in the ground. CSGO is gonna burn before he makes it down to drop. He tries to make it through the fire and flames, but he could not carry on. And his teammates will try to avenge him. But, oh, they actually do get a kill onto these nuts. Okay. But, nope. These other nuts, they shut him down. And Faco, he's all by himself against 4 of these nuts. Can he clutch it?
I've seen Faco in this position before.
Oh, the bomb
plant. This is a true
fake.
gentleman. He has the hope. He has the dream. He goes for the 3rd shot. Will the 4th do? That's going to be the one he needed. He goes for the jumping Nova. Unable to finish off Matthew, though. And, well, I believed. I don't know if they quite believed. I think that's the problem. I really think they need me as a manager. I could really bring a lot to the team.
Yeah, sometimes it's not easy to cast a blowout. It's just like, what do we talk about? Clearly one team is doing better than the other, and clearly there is a very big skill differential. And sometimes you just gotta cast all the rounds.
Exactly.
Get carried away a little bit.
Well, yeah, and the comeback could happen at any point, and this is the time it would happen.
Sure.
So.
Sure.
We gotta be prepared. We can't just mute ourselves and leave, right? Because Moth getting that entry is gonna be the breath of hope. And he's just all out aggressing. He doesn't care anymore. He's got nothing to lose. He's a man with no expectations, but Ecstasy, he expects his team to win in considerable fashion as well. 16-3 on Cobblestone. UC Davis taking it oh so convincingly in a 2-map complete blowout. And that will be them, last team moving on into the RO16. We have our complete bracket ready, so if you guys go to cstarleague.com, you can check that out as well. Keep up to date with us. Follow us on our Twitch. Follow our YouTube channel. You can follow me on Twitter at jzilk. You can follow Will, the boy from UCLA, on Twitter at CSL What's Wrong. We have a contest thanks to our lovely sponsors, Twitch and Asus. Asus is doing a contest. If you type !Asus in chat, there'll be a link. There are so many creative choices that you can do whatever you want to get a chance to win laptops, monitors, tons of cool stuff. Really thankful again for Asus. They've really just jumped on board for CSGO for our first season here at C Star League. Regardless, kind of due to the nature of spring break and exams are still in the process of confirming who will play coming in the next couple days. But teams expected to play will be notified at the end of the evening about this. As always, follow us. Check us out at C Star League YouTube. And that's going to be it for the night, guys. I appreciate it for coming along, tagging along for this last BO3. My name's Jay Zilk.
My name is What's Wrong, and we'll see you guys next time.
Peace.